Hidden teachings in the Bible. Nebuchadnezzar knew what many didn't know. In the historical account of Nebuchadnezzar's reign, we encounter a powerful ruler who, at the peak of his authority, faced a divine intervention that would reshape his understanding of power and worship. Initially regarded as more than a king, Nebuchadnezzar was elevated to the status of a god by his subjects, basking in the adoration of thousands who bowed before him. However, Nebuchadnezzar's growing arrogance and distorted perception of his own divinity set the stage for a profound encounter with the one true God. This encounter unfolded through a series of events, including the strategic siege of Jerusalem, where Nebuchadnezzar exerted control over the Judean kings, notably installing Zedekiah as a puppet ruler. Despite warnings from prophets like Jeremiah, Zedekiah's rebellion led to the eventual fall of Jerusalem, marked by the destruction of Solomon's temple and the plundering of its sacred artifacts. Nebuchadnezzar's dream, a troubled vision that troubled his spirit. Seeking understanding, he demanded his wise men to not only interpret the dream, but also reveal the dream itself, a task deemed impossible by his advisors. Frustrated, Nebuchadnezzar ordered the execution of all wise men, setting the stage for Daniel's pivotal role in the story. In a moment of divine intervention, Daniel sought compassion from the God of heaven, emphasizing the importance of prayer. Through a night vision, God revealed the dream's interpretation to Daniel, who praised God's wisdom and power. Armed with this knowledge, Daniel prevented the execution of the wise men and stood before Nebuchadnezzar. Acknowledging the limitations of earthly wisdom, Daniel attributed the dream's interpretation to the God in heaven, who reveals secrets and unveils the future. Nebuchadnezzar, eager to understand the mystery of his dream, listened as Daniel unfolded the prophetic vision concerning the latter days. Daniel explained that the different parts of the statue represented successive kingdoms or empires. The head of gold symbolized Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar's own kingdom, and the subsequent parts represented kingdoms that would follow, each one inferior to the previous in terms of the value of the materials. The stone that destroyed the statue represented the kingdom of God, which would come and establish an eternal and unshakable kingdom. David knew what many didn't know. David's encounter with Goliath, as recorded in 1 Samuel chapter 17, reveals profound lessons about courage and faith in the face of challenges. The Israelite army, including King Saul, was gripped with fear when confronted by the giant Philistine champion Goliath. Goliath's imposing stature and menacing presence struck terror into the hearts of the Israelite soldiers. David, a young shepherd at the time, displayed remarkable courage by volunteering to face Goliath. Despite the initial skepticism from his brothers and even King Saul, David's determination was unwavering. His courage stemmed from a deep trust in the true and living God as he saw the challenge in spiritual terms, caring about the honor of God and the reputation of Israel. David's courage was also evident in his past experiences. He recalled how he had faced and defeated lions and bears while protecting his father's sheep. This track record of God's protection in his life fueled David's confidence that the same God who delivered him from wild animals would also deliver him from Goliath. Even when faced with disrespect and doubt from those around him, David stood firm. His humility, coupled with a reliance on God's past faithfulness, equipped him to face the giant with a sling and a stone. David's victory over Goliath was not just a personal triumph, but a demonstration of faith and trust in God's power. David's motivation was not personal gain. Rather, he sought to honor and bring glory to the Lord. His actions conveyed a message to all that there is a divine presence in Israel that deserves acknowledgement. This courage resulted in a significant victory for the people of God, emphasizing the importance of standing for righteousness even when everyone else is afraid.